It's becoming all too common to get scammed online. What you order is not always what you get. Which leads us to influencer brands. Fashion influencers make a living by curating their lives online and showing us what they're wearing, and maybe you can wear it too and then you'll be happy. So it actually makes total sense that they would funnel it into a brand. Today we're investigating 3 types of influencer brands. The first is a brand that has such a cult following and is worn by the it girls to the point where I'd consider the brand an influencer itself. Then we have a brand that you would never guess is owned by an influencer. And finally, we'll look at 2 brands that are very obviously owned by influencers and actually some of the most controversial of influencers, at least at this point. Luckily, I live in LA and one of these brands has a pop-up, so let's go check it out.
Yeah, you for the pop-up?
Yeah.
Mirror Palais, it's romantic and vintage inspired.
Thing is so beautiful and feels like so luxurious. Not everything has prices. It definitely feels appropriately priced, we'll say, for how luxurious it feels. But the space is beautiful, and like Marcello and his team have done an incredible job just like creating a vibe, and it is vibey in here.
All their clothes have insane tailoring and just feels so high quality in your hands, which is good because their clothes are expensive. But don't just listen to me talk about it, because I had the chance to talk to Marcello Gaia, the owner and designer, about it.
Mirror Palais is a New York-based brand that specializes in women's silk dressing for evening wear, as well as cotton, embroideries. LA is actually our biggest market in the world. As a DTC brand, having the opportunity to pop up somewhere and giving people the opportunity to touch the fabrics, experience the fit, and get a better idea of the brand and the experience.
You guys, I feel so feminine and beautiful, and everything feels so high quality, which I think is something that you'd expect from this price point, but it's really refreshing. You're getting what you're paying for in terms of, I think, quality, cut, care. This is very beautiful. I think if I did go this route, I'd have to size up, but you can tell how luxurious it is. There's tons of just gorgeous details. So I really like this one, but I would have to get a bigger size. So this dress actually has 2 layers. This like mesh layer that kind of like sucks you in. And then on top, there's like the, I guess, normal dress layer. And like I can definitely see why this made the brand pop off. So we're wearing the, I think it's a little starlight dress. It's absolutely breathtaking. It comes in multiple parts. The reason why this is like a size down than what would fit my chest, so I can't quite get it like closed.
As expected, Mirror Palais's quality matches their curated feed. I'd say that you very clearly get what you pay for. Expert tailoring, high quality fabrics, sensual and feminine silhouettes, and a lot of care and love for the people Marcello and his brand dress. So the next brand that we're gonna do is an interesting one because it's from Aimee Song. Aimee previously had a brand called Song of Style with Revolve. I don't know if it's still available. Okay, it looks like they're just kind of selling whatever is left. Yeah, I don't know. She's just really interesting to me. I like her point of view and her style and the way she dresses herself. That said, she stopped posting about Song of Style and instead cryptically mentioned something called, I think you pronounce it Amiya. I mean, it's a luxury brand. It's the best way to put it. It's interesting how little they're using social media as a brand that's stemming from Aimee Song, who is extremely popular. And she obviously is very chic. She knows how to market herself. She knows how to build a brand. There's just like not much information. It's made in Italy, finished by hand. The first drop was April 15th of 2024. Oh my gosh. Couture. This is gorgeous, but the price point will surprise you. It's like $1,000 for a sweater. Okay, so they have these expensive and nice looking cashmere cardigans. They have some dresses. They have this high neck zip. This is really expensive. So Mina Lei has a video on cashmere and like sweaters that I learned a ton from. You should just watch the video after you're done watching this video. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that this cashmere is a high-end cashmere if you're charging me that much. How many collections have they released? They've done spring, 8, 9, 10 pieces. Organic cotton, polyamide, elastane. $470, I expect that to be fully organic cotton. I am so curious like what the deal is here. it's just crazy because at the end of the day, like, it's just a sweater with a scarf. The styling is intoxicating though. What is their return policy? I don't like that. When it's like they're returned within 14 days of the ship date. I don't know which one to get, you guys. Let's just get both. Just kidding. We're not going to do that. Yellow. I landed on yellow. So let's check out and see why they're charging us $1,000. So the responsible wool standard is something that like higher end brands that have wool clothing will be transparent about and show kind of where they're getting their wool. And I do think it's interesting that Amiya at this price point especially does not provide that information. Maybe I'll email them. That's it. I like can't contact you.
I truly couldn't figure out how to get a hold of these people, so I just ended up responding to the order email.
So I didn't really know what to do about this because I was planning on looking at Djerf Avenue, which obviously has come under some scrutiny. I follow Matilda Djerf, or I used to. I've never purchased anything from here. It is very aesthetic. The suit looks a little ill-fitting, if I'm honest. She has Beauty, Djerf Avenue, which I think is like the clothing. Angel's Avenue, it kind of looks like Pinterest maybe. People like showing off their outfits, probably how like they're styling things. And then they have reselling. That's pretty cool. I like that. I really love when brands do that. I think Ghani is another one that has, the community can rent, resell, recycle, and repair new and pre-loved Ghani so that the clothing has like a longer life. Matilda Djerf, who is an influencer, started this brand. Turns out a bunch of employees from this brand that we're going to look at, Djerf Avenue, came out with accusations of toxic work conditions that just sound like very not okay and extremely unpleasant and kind of like mean girl energy, to put it lightly. So this is not the first time that Djerf Avenue has been in hot water. Basically, Djerf Avenue, I guess their pajamas were going viral, and the influencer who owns it, Matilda, she issued copyright takedowns for any influencer that was promoting kind of more price conscious alternatives, dupes. I think dupes are a really interesting gray area in the fashion industry. And the thing with the copyright strike that people are saying is that basically her designs are similar to other designers, and so like where does it end? And I don't know, I don't have the answer here. I'm just telling you what happened. Okay, so their price point looks like $70, $140. This just doesn't look like it fits well. If it doesn't look good in a styled photo shoot, the likelihood that this is gonna look good on my body is, we'll call it low. This dress looks really pretty. It's a light yellow citrine midi slip dress, light yellow, $180. It looks like there's double layer up around the like chest area so that it's not as see-through, which I think is good. I think it's cool that you can choose the model size so you can kind of get a better idea of like maybe what this might look like on you. Made out of Tencel, lyocell, and elastane. So they are both synthetic materials. So Tencel is a brand name for a synthetic fiber that is like a sustainable fiber. And the reason that it's sustainable is because it is made out of wood pulp. The thing about rayon is it uses a lot of harmful chemicals and has a lot of waste, whereas Tencel uses wood pulp from sustainably harvested wood and has less waste. It's also generally like very soft. And I don't think it's bad if you're wearing synthetic fabrics. I think it's just important to understand, like, are you purchasing this because you're like, oh, this is expensive, it should be high quality, or that means that it's high quality, or are you purchasing it because you like the design? That said, I don't think I like the design of this. Okay, let's see what else they've got. This is cute, 120. That's funky, this is cute. This is cute. They have homeware, $45 for a tank top. Organic cotton, wow. Oh my gosh, that's a great deal. Thick enough to not wear bras. Speaking my language. Do we think that's true? I'm gonna get one. Oh, great news. If your size is out of stock in the US, we'll ship it from the European warehouse. That's cool. That seems like a nice black blazer. I have a blazer that's like an Acne Studios blazer, which definitely was a bit of an investment piece. And this looks really similar in shape, which is cool. Okay, so with that, we have 3 pieces. The nice thing is we get free shipping. Great, ordered. Next up, we are going to check out We Were What, which is a brand owned by Danielle Bernstein, who definitely has like her fair share of haters. The scandals she's been embroiled in has included design theft, plagiarism, more design theft, and lying about photoshopping her photos, which I think is a sticky one and really difficult because I think when people do that, it is insanely irresponsible and it's tough, right? Because I'm sure that she feels a certain pressure to look a certain way. I don't know, I'm putting my hands up on that one, but let's check out We Were What.
So off the bat, the website looks really chic. Shop our feed. I guess this is people who have tagged her. She has a blog. She definitely posts a lot wearing her brand, but also posts a lot wearing very expensive high-end brands. Leave me alone, please. This is a bad user experience. So she's recommending, these all look like Revolve items. I wonder if it was a partnership. Wow, so she has a lot of categories. We're looking at clothing, perfume, swim. I do own some of her bikinis, and they are not the best quality. I used to own some of her activewear, got rid of it though because I didn't like how it fit. She sells shoes. Oh my gosh. This garter dress is interesting. What is going on here? I'm trying to be a little more positive. There's a lot of details here and it's $158. Kind of this faux lace-up thing on the side. These like hanging things like a garter belt. Rayon, nylon, linen, spandex. This is cute, I think. It doesn't look terribly flattering. Like, I can't imagine that looking good on me. Polyester, viscose, okay, sure. For $200? That's really expensive. Interesting, this looks kind of similar to a dress that I wore for a hosting job by the brand ILA. Some PJs. $118 for a pajama shirt? Honestly, I hope that I find myself in a position in life where I can spend $118 on a pajama shirt, like a shirt that I do not intend on wearing outside. I think that the problem with influencers having like a brand is that they are very good at marketing themselves and they're obviously very good at selling an aesthetic. I think they're selling you a curated lifestyle, right? And so it's very hard for me to kind of trust what I'm looking at, because I feel like, is this actually what the piece looks like? Is there substance behind this? Is this actually gonna be well tailored? Strap ballet flat, like that looks cute. It's $129. I bet you that like Jeffrey Campbell or Steve Madden has a similar shoe, and I'd kind of rather go with Steve Madden or Jeffrey Campbell because like it's an established brand and you kind of know what you're getting here. This is really cute. This button down vest situation, very cute. With the matching skirt, also very cute. I don't like how this looks. Faux Sherpa collar bomber jacket, that's faux leather. I think that faux leather is an interesting one. We're getting into like sustainability water territory, which I'm not an expert at. I just have kind of my own ethos. And again, you guys, you can get secondhand knits for like this amount. It's cute designs, cute designs. Again, I don't really understand how the price gets so low. I think that I just don't trust this brand. I think that there's a level of dishonesty when you're ripping off small businesses. Well, okay, so what do we want to order from here? Is this gonna look as cute on me? I want it to like really snatch me. It's really cute looking though. Definitely is cute. Okay, we'll add it to the cart, we'll just see. I just keep going to the dresses to hope that I magically see one that is interesting. This looks mad cute on her. We're doing this. We're doing this one for $500. $564 including tax. Got it. So if you choose to mail in your items, it's gonna be $10 and there's a $10 restocking fee. So no matter what you purchase, it's gonna cost you $20 to return it. I don't wanna be a hater. I, though, just don't like feeling bamboozled, I guess. It felt like what I remember of the experience shopping on like ASOS, any of those fast fashion brands. There was just something about it that felt very cold and like it thought I was a dummy. Let's see, it's December 19th right now. I don't know when this stuff is actually gonna come, especially because of Christmas, but when it does, we'll try them on. It's wrapped in some tissue paper. So we have this white tank. Pretty basic, there's not as much stretch. The color's really, really nice. It's like this buttery yellow. Concerns off the bat, it seems see-through. I cannot imagine I put this on my body and you don't see my underwear, albeit a very pretty color. Like it feels like Forever 21, which is maybe like dating myself. The quality just doesn't feel special enough to be spending more than $100 on this. I'm keeping an open mind though. Okay, then we have this blazer. This sleeve looks kind of short, doesn't it? Is that just me? Oh, that's cute. I do think it's really cute when brands do this, where it says like, you're an angel on the garment tag. I always love it when they do that. All right, so I was correct in that this color is very beautiful. It is like a nice pastel-y, very summer situation. I'm surprised how much I like this slit on the side. It adds kind of like a nice sexiness to it, and I don't typically really love bodycon dresses, but I feel a little bit more comfortable in this, I guess, because usually it's so tight on my ass that it just looks a little ridiculous. And I think it's because of this being open. I took my usual size, and it's weird because the fabric itself feels like almost like workout material. It's also not quite like snatching me or compressing me, which I don't think was the purpose, but I guess just with this ruching, there's just kind of like a lot of fabric here. The double layering though, I think definitely did its job. You like can't see too much, and I'm not wearing a bra. But the problem is I feel like you can see this. And I'd imagine it was probably like much cheaper for them to manufacture it this way versus having this like under this second layer go all the way down. I don't think I like this one. Okay, I'm sort of surprised by this. So it was $45 before tax. It is organic cotton, which is good. I like it. I don't have much to say about it. It feels like a basic white tank top, relatively opaque. And I like the cut up here. This is pretty good, and $45 is pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised how well this wears once it's on your person. My arms are pretty long and I stand corrected. It fits me just fine. You can tell this is a cheaper made blazer. The buttons feel like I don't know how long they'll stay on my blazer. I think the biggest reason why this feels like you're just getting ripped off to such a deep degree, and it's preying on the fact that you maybe haven't been taught or haven't learned how to shop secondhand, or maybe that's just not something that's interesting to you. But this blazer is nearly $200. It clocks in at $190. So this blazer is all wool. It is navy. It also really needs to be lint rolled, but this is one of my favorite oversized blazers that I wear, and this cost me $40. It was listed for $50 on the RealReal, but it's a size medium, and it is Armani collection. Definitely fits me better than this. It is a men's blazer, and I got it for a fraction of the cost. On the outside, it says cute things inside. This side says you have great taste. It also has my address on it, so I'm not going to show you that side. It's cheeky and it's cute, and I think that if I didn't have such a bad taste in my mouth about her, then I would enjoy it a little bit more. So off the bat, a little bit different. Hers are all in plastic bags. So all of the tags say distributed by Amiya LLC. Amiya is a bikini brand. I'm sure they probably do clothes, which is why they do this as well. But I think that's really interesting. What is this fabric? I'm intrigued. That's the word I would use for this. What's going on here? This feels very cheap to me. This is almost $200. Ah! Like, this is basically see-through. Can you guys see my eyes? Like my face through it? The design, I think itself is like interesting and cute. Oh, we have a friend. I have a feeling I'll really like this. Then we have the skirt. These are really short. Oh my goodness. And then last is we have this, which I'm kind of annoyed because I didn't realize was final sale. Well, we'll try this on. We'll see what we think. I'm very curious to see what we end up liking and what we end up not liking. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bummed about this one. This outfit puts us a little over $200. Like, doesn't do it for me, especially the bottoms. I think the top, there's some gapping here that's happening. The back just does not, I don't feel my best. It feels like I'm wearing a diaper. But it doesn't look as bad as it feels. I don't think it's horrible, but I definitely don't think it's worth the money. All right, so this is an interesting one. I also have full transparency. I couldn't get the zipper closed all the way, and I have a feeling that if I did, it would fit a little bit different. Where the sequence ends, it is like a little bit itchy. I could see myself rashing, especially if you're doing something where like you're moving your, I don't know, like if you're dancing or something. It's a lot cuter than I was expecting. I think it'd be sitting up here if it was zipped fully, but it is like a lot more flattering than I thought. And this bottom thing feels really comfy. It kind of feels like I just have a blanket wrapped around my person. That said, I think that it photographs a lot better than it looks in person. It has this like mesh, which I think is what the softness is. But this fabric, like I feel like I've seen this fabric at Joann's. It just feels homemade in kind of a bad way. The halter though, I think it's extremely flattering. And I think the design is really fun. I like the brown and the black, and I think it's a unique design, at least as far as I'm concerned. This is better than I thought, but it's still not good, especially considering the price tag. But I do think that you can find something that achieves the vibe that you're looking for on a site like the RealReal or a secondhand site for much less. And I can guarantee you it is higher quality. This 100% feels like Forever 21. All right, so this one is a little bit of a toss-up to me. It feels cozy enough. All things considered, granted it was final sale, but like the design is unique enough. I guess like a zip up fisherman sweater, but I haven't really seen one that zips fully. It isn't that cozy, but like the fabric isn't itchy. I do think it gives you a lot of options of what to do up here if you're for the daring. Yeah, the green is a cute color, and I like that the sleeves have kind of, it gets tight here and like flares out on the side. I am such a sucker for a good sleeve. So, all right. So on the complete other side of the spectrum, we have Amiya, however you say it. I'm gonna say Amiya. I'm just gonna stick with that. Took a hot second to get here, but not as long as you think, considering it's coming from Italy. So it comes wrapped in both plastic and tissue paper, okay? So it was like one piece that you purchased, but it was a sweater with a matching scarf. I'm kind of regretting not getting the red now, and this feels like a pain in the ass to try and do an exchange. It feels very homemade, I guess, is the best way that I can describe it. It's also kind of itchy, but maybe it won't be itchy once it's on my body. Yeah, but it's really beautiful. The yarn that they've used is very beautiful. I don't know enough about yarn to really talk about this, but there's like a really skinny piece of yarn with the thick ones, and I like the irregularity of the knitting. This is really nice. It's hard for me to review though, because honestly I don't have like a ton of experience at this price point, specifically with sweaters, but you can tell it's high quality. You definitely, like, this is a monster scarf. Like, it just feels so homemade. And there's a certain amount of care and love and attention that like you can kind of feel in the garment. I did reach out to them about their certifications, and they did confirm that their wool is always RWS, which stands for Responsible Wool Standard. They also included that their supplier has a RAF certification, which it says reunites RWS, the Responsible Wool Standard. At this price point, I think that needs to be the absolute standard. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I don't love it with this tone of denim. I think it looked much better with maybe like a brown pant. But yeah, I'm obsessed. If I had infinite money, I would purchase a lot more Amiya. But this is really nice. I feel very chic. I love how stupidly long this scarf is. You could probably find somebody on Etsy and have them make like a very long scarf in the color of a sweater that you already own and kind of like emulate the outfit. But Mia, I'm obsessed. It's just as nice as the price tag would have you believe.
We had some hits and some major misses. Speaking of misses, I'd hate for you to miss out on one of these videos. Haha. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.